All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yasha, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings to the elect, Salaki, and blessings to you, Akim, out there doing this truth and sincerity, teaching his word across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall of Babylon, which is America. All right, one of the brothers has sent a video of a chick kind of spazzing out about this bill. Here, I play a little bit of it.
And you guys are realizing, like, I don't think you guys are realizing how big of a fucking deal this is, and like how terrifying this is for women around the world. Like, you guys don't realize that like my body anatomy is being taken from me. If I don't want a fucking child in me, I should not have to have that fucking child in me. And this should not be up for debate. This shouldn't be something that legislators in a House seat that don't even.
Yeah, so this place is just backwards, upside down. It's inside out, however you want to put it, but it's not on the right path, so to speak. Because it's another, because they got like a male thing. Man, let me see. Probably spelling this all kinds of wrong. We'll find out. Let me see. Dang. Dang, man. It was something, man, I wish I would have kept that picture. But if I can't find it, I ain't gonna hold it too long. But I believe it was this though, pretty much where I seen like a ad or whatever, and they was basically saying that they didn't ask to be circumcised, But as Hebrews, we know that that's one of our customs. Okay, that is definitely one of our customs. But it's just the fact that things been turned upside down and inside out because it's America. Okay, but what I wanted to do, um, now these wasn't really abortions per se, but they were infants. All right, that was being put to death. See, here it is. Everybody always talk about the kids, the kids, the kids, but those same people that's talking about the kids, they not getting on any of the women or men, whomever that support abortions, man. Okay, which you can't, that's why you gotta. That's why this truth is straight and narrow, man. All right, you can't. Hey, well, shoot, let's get it. You don't get to dance to all the music, so to speak. What is it? Chapter 3. Mm, that was like 19. Okay, maybe not. So like, yeah. But you gotta pick a side, and it's gonna come down to that. It's gonna come down. Yeah, what's 3? It's gonna come down where the Lord's gonna force you to pick a side if you don't pick a side. Okay. But this is Revelations 3:16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So he just rather you be one or the other. Don't be in the middle. Nobody can trust a person in the middle. Nobody know whose side you on. So you're gonna have to pick and choose a side, man. Everybody want to be so indulged in everything nowadays that they don't know whether they coming or going. That's why the scriptures speak about a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Because if your mind is not stable, in a certain matter, how are you supposed to bring out the proper judgment? Okay, how are you supposed to make the right decision? Sometimes you actually do got to take that leap of faith, but the scriptures help guide that leap of faith as well. But yeah, let me get into the scriptures. It says Exodus 1 and 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shaphr, and the name of the other was Pure. And he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, to see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared the Most High, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, Why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively, and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Therefore the Most High dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. Because at this time, it says, and it came to pass, because the midwives feared the Most High, that he made them houses. Because at this time, what was going on was Israel was oppressed, okay, and in bondage, and we were multiplying. All right, the more rigorous they was towards us, the more we multiplied. Okay, so he like, well, if a son be born, then take him out. Why? Because the son carries the seed. Being that the son carries the seed, the son determines the nationality. That's why they like keep the women alive. Because if the Egyptian men go in into the Hebrew women, then it will be an Egyptian child due to the father. Okay, and that's another thing that Esau turns upside down. I believe it's in the Talmud, where they pretty much say that the nationality is determined off of the woman, which it doesn't make any sense, because if you have any seed and you plant that seed, that same fruit of that seed is going to come out. You're not going to plant an apple seed and get an orange. It don't work like that, man. It does not work like that. And seed goes back to the Greek word sperma, okay, which means genes. All right, but Esau likes to turn things upside down. Okay, so here we got another account. This is Matthew's the second chapter and the 16th verse. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem. Why? Because he heard that that's where the Messiah was going to come out of. Okay? And in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men, because he was trying to figure out where Yahawashi was so he can knock him off. Okay? In Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentations and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be confronted because they are not. So he heard about the child, which was Yahawashi, and he tried to take out. He didn't know exactly where the child was or any of that. They said he pretty much asked his wise men for 2 years. So he said, "This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just knock them all off." Okay. I'm gonna just end up knocking them all off. And ultimately, it was trying to upset prophecy. Lord willing, I can do a lesson on that as well. Is go through different accounts and related to today, where Esau is trying to upset prophecy. Okay, because at the end of the day, he wants his blessing back. If he can't get it back, he's gonna force himself to have a blessing. Not realizing that the Lord still orchestrates everything. Okay. But this is another one. I'm going to read a little bit more. It says, But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the young child's life. And he arose and took the young child and his mother, and came into the land of Israel. So that's where they was hiding out at, in Egypt, because they was a dark skinned family. So if you was white, why you gonna go hide amongst dark skinned people? You know, you're gonna stand out. But that's not what this is about. This is in the sense of the different accounts. where these heathens or try to knock us off, man. Okay, which is gonna come down till today. All right, and here's another one. This is First Maccabees, verse 60. Yeah, 60. Well, we'll start at 57. And it says, wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be put to death. So, for believing in the scriptures. Thus did by their authority unto the Israelites every month, who as many as were found in the city. Now, the that kind of remind me of what Esau was doing when he would deleting all the brothers' pages. He would go through this little phase and just have a wave of deleting all of the pages, trying to stop this word, man. Okay, this thing was of men, it could be, but it's not. You know, and that's why we take no glory in it. This is not our program. We're just servants, workers, worshipers. All right, ministers. It says, now the 25th day of the month they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of the Most High. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. And they hanged the infants about their necks, and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved, and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died. And there was a very great wrath upon Israel. So here it is. He basically trying to teach them a lesson. But it's the fact that this is infants. You know, these are infants. But like I said, where's all of those people nowadays? Where are all of those people? Oh, the kids this, the kids that, and my kids this and my kids that, but they say nothing about abortion. Oh, well, that's just them. Well, it ain't gonna be me, you know. Or, dang, I kind of lost my train of thought. Uh, or they wouldn't, you know, or they'll look past it if it's somebody close to them. Like nowadays, people don't really stand up for what they believe in. You know, you just got everybody just wandering around in America, you know, working. The same robotic day, you know. You work, get tired, go home, you eat, watch TV, go to sleep, you get up, go to work. It's the same shit, man. Same shit every day. But yeah, and that pretty much it goes down to nowadays. You know, the abortions that they have nowadays. It's just a way for them to keep us to not multiply. All right, because I mean, really, they don't be caring if it's a child. I mean, if it's a male or female. But ultimately, it's they're after the male. That's why they okay it. Okay, that's why they legalized it. It seemed like now they trying to come about, but it doesn't matter. It says a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So it's not about up to a heartbeat or this or that. Like no, it shouldn't be done. Period. You feel me? It shouldn't be done. Period. You know. But hey, I just wanted to get into those few accounts of Esau, you know, trying to pretty much wipe out Israel, relating that to today, how they doing the same thing. They just going about it a more slick way. Oh well, the child isn't born yet. Again, it's breathing. It's not this. No, like it's a life. Period. If the woman has a miscarriage, leave that up to the Lord. All right. If the woman don't get pregnant, leave that up to the Lord. Because you had women that was barren in the scriptures. But guess what? Those women that was barren in the scriptures wanted and prayed, all right, to the time that they can have their own child. Nowadays, women just do what they do, man. All right, women just do what they do, you know. But we we under the curses, so that's part of it. And at the end of the day, it's just part of the Lord's will, you know, as far as Judgment Day. All right, but with that, I want to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, blessing to the elect and double Salakia, and blessings and salutation to you, Akim, out there doing this truth and sincerity, looking for the downfall of America, which is the daughter of Babylon. Okay, hey, shalom.